TGNT show is intended for mature audiences. Parental discussion is advice. Live long and prosper, bitches.
Shall we just start right off the bat with a Las Vegas update?
Are we still talking Vegas, right?
We are.
Talking about Vegas.
Yes. You're coming to Vegas, right? Star Trek Las Vegas may take place every August, but on this show...
This is where we hang out the rest of the year.
Exactly.
The crew has been fatigued now from so many months in space, and they need to take a break. The landing party has been down to check out the terrain while the crew gets ready to play. They say there's only plant life living on this lovely rock, but a rodent up here's wearing a vest.
So, no, what's your favorite movie?
Oh, hands down, my favorite movie is Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan.
Okay. And what's your favorite scene in The Wrath of Khan?
Well, I've got two favorite scenes, the obvious being Spock's passing, but from my other favorite scene is the whole simulation of the Genesis effect. That was one of the first CGI scenes ever done in a movie. So that makes it really cool. You know, the way everything just kind of goes over like tingling down your arm when they're doing everything.
That sounds like it'd be a wonderful theme for a great beer, craft beer. What do you think?
Sounds good.
That sounds so Canadian.
Sorry.
A beer, you say?
Well, the Federation's always looking for innovative, creative ways of producing hydration. And I think that Clinton is onto something here. What do you think, Clinton?
I think it has possibility.
Yeah.
We should look into that.
Yeah.
I'd drink it. Would you drink
If
Genesis?
I drank beer, I would.
Genesis effect beer? Make you all tingly?
Sure. I like tingling.
Now, being from Canada, it's logical. It's got to be a red ale.
Of course. Most logical.
I don't
love
follow
this.
any of that because I don't drink beer. So
And I'm not
the
Canadian.
last time I drank beer was Oktoberfest 1988 in Nuremberg. 5 steins in 3 hours.
Oh, you sure those aren't tankards?
Yeah, those are
I don't drink beer anymore. I woke up 2 days later.
in a closet wearing the wrong pants.
Yeah. Oh, you're assuming there were pants involved.
Oh, yes.
Well, I want to get back to talking about.
Well, Federation of Beer, we're at the Star Trek Las Vegas show again. And we're excited to see this year our third beer in our series is the Syndicate Lager, the Orion Seductress. And Rio, the staff of Rio plus Caesar's Pal has been so generous this year. They've allowed us to have the beer served for the Gold and Captain's Cheer party starting this evening.
Great.
And we're talking to all the fans what the next beer should be in Clinton. I think that's a great idea. We should look at something that's red, hoppy, and tastes great. Genesis effect would be a great name for a beer. I totally agree. Yeah. So hopefully everybody's going to enjoy our third. It's a Czech lager. It's brewed in Bohemia in Žateck. Žateck is the Czech name of a town that is named Saz in German. And if you've ever had a Pilsner Urquell or a Budvar, our beer is brewed using traditional Czech lagering methods, which is open fermentation. And it's actually conditioned for a whole 8 weeks before we actually bottle. So it's maybe the problem was you weren't having a good Czech lager the first time you partake to merriment in Germany.
It's
that could have
possible.
been what it was.
It's very possible. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it would be. It also helps that it's got a really hot green chick on the label.
That's true.
Yeah, it was.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, we've been distracted. We haven't been talking too much about the beer because we're staring at it.
Yeah. And behind you is Sia Batten, who played
An Orion
Slave Girl.
That's amazing. Who
And
you're seeing
Sia.
those people.
Well, Federation of Beer has some really great T-shirts that are for sale at your booth this year. You still have the Vulcan Ale. You still have the Klingon Warnog.
Yes,
and
the newest T-shirts we just printed locally in Las Vegas. A great print shop just did our Orion Seductress beer, and we've already sold several of our T-shirts, and we expect to sell out by the end of the show for sure. The way it's going on the first sneak peek last night, we were amazed at how much we sold.
Well, the big question is, outside of the con, where can people find and drink your beer?
Imperial Tacos and Beer is off the strip, and it's on 3900 Paradise. not too far from the Hard Rock Casino. They carried our Klingon Warnog last year from launch. We called up John and their people, and they're so excited to bring on the Syndicate Lager this year. I've already tweeted them early this morning what food pairing goes best with a Czech lager for this evening. So the beer is there, it's on ice, and anybody who doesn't have the opportunity to go to the Voodoo Lounge will have the opportunity to go to another great watering hole in Las Vegas.
That's great. And outside of Las Vegas, where can people get and find your and drink your beer?
Well, if you're in Seattle, we're very happy that Rocco's Pizza, one of the top pizzerias just outside the Beltline, and you're pretty much a few blocks underneath the Space Needle.
Sweet.
Carries the product. Total Wine in Henderson, Nevada, carries their product on a retail level.
Okay.
Yeah, it's also available all Total Wine shops in Washington State. In Chicago, we're just launching with Binny's on Friday.
Nice.
And we're expecting a news release to go out in that time frame. So
Excellent.
we're really excited.
Is there any possibility that we'll see you at Total Wines outside of Washington?
Yes, we're knocking on doors of the local buyer here, and we'll see. They're opening a brand new Total Wine. There's 2 Total Wines, one in Summerlin, one in Henderson. I know our product is in Henderson location. The 3rd location, they're hoping to get the Syndicate Lager in time for next week.
Awesome.
So.
That's great news.
Will it be anywhere in Canada for us crazy Canucks?
Oh, yeah. Sobeys Liquor, as well as several other liquor chains like Liquor Depot, Liquor Barn, carry our product. Liquor Barn actually carries our product down in Kentucky as well as other areas. So
Great.
We're really excited to have the support of not only regional but national chains. It's going really well.
Now the question for me really is, for those of us who really want a T-shirt but aren't here at the con, can they order one online?
Yes, we actually have a comment field on our website. So if you want to just go to our website and place a request, T-shirts are $25 plus shipping and handling. If you enjoy what you see at the show, but you don't want to pay that exorbitant luggage fee that all the airlines seem to be charging, including Canadian Airlines, I'd highly recommend you can hold off your purchase. We will have T-shirts that we can ship. Sizes we have right now are large, extra large, and double extra large.
That's great.
We know their audience.
They do know their audience.
And the important detail is the website is federationofbeer.com.
And if you're trying to follow us on Twitter, you can either follow us on Vulcan Ale, or you can follow us on Fed of Beer, F-E-D
Oh,
of
you guys
beer.com.
tweeted me this morning.
Yeah, we tried to wake you up this morning,
Yeah.
but it took a while to get you moving.
Oh, you have no idea.
It really did take a because I think he was partaking of
I
too
was
much
Federation
War Dog.
of Vodka last night.
Oh, yes.
He was hurting this
Somebody ought
morning.
to bottle that stuff.
Here's a crazy idea.
Thinking about going into a distillery?
We'll have
So-
to talk to our licensing partners at Paramount CBS.
So do you,
Check off Russian vodka.
I was gonna say, do you have any engine rooms that you rent out for starships or anything like that?
Actually, some other comments. I don't know if you had a chance to talk to Martin Netter. He has Filmwelt, which is he has like 20 containers of memorabilia, and he just sat down with me yesterday, discussed beer and a few other things, and hopefully by the end of this year, he's going to have in Orlando, Florida region, a brand new Star Trek, experience, a place to actually see some of the memorabilia he's collected over the last 20, 30 years.
Wow,
So,
that's really cool to hear.
You know, so what we find as fans of Star Trek, at least for me, I'm just a beer guy, but as you take a chance and walk the hall, you can talk to people and what they're planning on doing for the 50th anniversary of Star Trek. And our goal is to have beer in every state and every province. And if we could work on a local level with local breweries, we'd love to do that. So if anybody in your audience, if they know a brewmaster who's a trekker, and just have them reach out
Tom
to us.
Coster, we're talking to you.
Even in Newfoundland?
In Newfoundland, of course, in Newfoundland. I don't know if Kitty Vitty wants to brew for you, but if you're from Newfoundland, by all means. We have friends in the industry around the world, so we'd like, on a 50th anniversary, truthfully have a party that's local. So if we
That's
can do that
awesome.
on a local level, that'd be wonderful.
Great. Well, we'd like to thank you for joining us and getting the word out about Orion Syndicate, the Syndicate Lager. Orion,
And that's S-I-N-dicate.
yeah,
Yeah,
from Sin City.
because she is a sin.
She's very sinful.
She is a sinful girl. And Clinton, thank you so much for joining us, and really thank you for sharing your thoughts on the Wrath of Khan.
Now, I
No
will
problem.
ask, is Wrath of Khan, what would be your other favorite track?
I always jokingly call it Wrath of Borg, Star Trek First Contact.
What about you, Vern?
That's a tough question. Being from a location very close to the Star Trek capital, Canada, of course, I would agree with you. The Wrath of Khan for me was the most important thing to remember. I'm sorry, but we're Canadians. We always have to say we're sorry, right?
Right.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's in the Constitution, isn't it?
We're working. There's
it's a
a federal election being called just this last weekend. So on October 19th, there's going to be a federal election. And I think, because we're both from Alberta, we should be petitioning for the name change from Canada to Canada.
Yes.
I think we have a chance right now with all the politicians in the national debate.
Anything for a vote, right?
Anything for a vote.
Anything for a vote.
Exactly. Let's see if we can get that done this year.
Ladies and gentlemen, the parliamentary system in work.
Again, thanks, Vern, for joining us from Federation of Beer in Clinton. One of the best Star Trek fans we've got, and just thank you so much for joining us. Mwah. You big sweetie.
Music for the G&T show is provided by Warp 11, Andrew Allen, Grethor, and 5 Year Mission. This has been a Busy Little Beaver production.
Some dude walks out, proceeds to explain what it's all about. I sure want to leave. I think you'd agree, but we cannot leave till we find out what it's all about. It's all make-believe, nothing is permanent down here. It's just an amusement park. Bones is now alive, so it's okay for him to say, I'm a doctor, not a shish kebab. Apparently it's okay if we trust an unknown race who can read any one of our thoughts. So be careful what you wish for in this land of dreams come true, 'cause you just